Okay, live it is, and live we are. 2nd of July, 22 days to go to San Diego Comic-Con 2024. Hello there, everybody, and welcome along to a incidental live stream, which I do every day around the time when I finish work, and I get the chance to just kind of sit back, relax, and stress about Comic-Con instead, instead of all that palaver with the proper job, which is paying the bills and getting me out to San Diego, actually stressing about San Diego. So, hello there, everybody. If you are unfamiliar with who I am, my name is Len Sultana, and I do myself a live stream usually on a Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT, and I try to be on the dot. This is more freewheeling it. I've got some stuff to say and some stuff to talk about, but it's all about you as always. If there's anything that you want to say hello and talk about, please jump in and dive in. We've got Weird Life of V saying hello as well. To be fair, as always, the only way you're going to notice that these are going live, because they're not bang on the hour, they're just when I decide to live stream. Best way to do it is actually hit the subscribe, like, and notifications bell on your chosen platform. I was thinking about actually just not streaming to Facebook, because I'm not the biggest Facebook user, but I'm going to keep going to YouTube and Facebook for now. Certainly not going to Twitter. Not touching Instagram, because every time I go to Instagram using StreamYard, seriously throws up all sorts of processing power and really kind of messes with the feed. So I think I'm just going to stick to these two, and they're going to be on the day or during the day, certainly throughout the week. I'll try and do any weekend ones, but only if there's stuff that kind of catches my attention and if I'm not working. Because the other thing that pays my bills is I also spin on the ones and twos. I'm a DJ by trade, so my weekends are usually taken up. As it happens this weekend, I am not. I am doing a school prom on Thursday, so if I do one of these on Thursday, it'll be a little bit earlier on in the day. But as it happens this weekend, I'm a little bit footloose and fancy free, which is why I'm able to get myself down to London Film and Comic Con. So I will be hopefully speaking to a couple of people, doing a couple of interviews, bringing them to you on the Sunday. My review of London Film and Comic Con, and yeah, that's what I'll be doing this weekend. However, what's things I wanted to talk about today? Certainly, when it comes to what I talked about yesterday with the fandom party, well, as it happens, they've gone ahead and not only officially announced that, but actually put something up on their social media, which is presented by Dragon Age Veilguard, celebrating our 20th birthday, where San Diego at the Float Hard Rock Hotel, Fifth Avenue entrance, on the Thursday, featuring special musical guest. I get the sneaking suspicion the best way you're going to get the best information about this is Twitter, which is bloody annoying. I prompted them on Threads, not a thing on there. So if you do want to go to Get Fandom on Threads and just kind of let them know that, hey, we defected. If you wouldn't mind just kind of keeping us informed, that'd be great. But yeah, it is going to be the hot party ticket, and if you can get yourself one of those, that'd be great. And I think the other thing as well is things that have come up. This has actually been shared to the San Diego Comic-Con unofficial blog, but it's actually come from Outside Comic-Con, which is a great resource. But they posted it to their social media, and then because they are a contributor, the unofficial blog got them and ran with them, which is the banners, which are basically starting to crop up around town. Yay! Kind of shared this on was it yesterday or the day before? But we got ourselves some decent quality images, and they look rather cool. So here we go. There's one is the Fantastic Four that's being put forward by Marvel Studios. We're talking the hang on a second, wrong button. Caught that by accident. There we go. So you got Sue Storm and Ben Grimm on the other side, and outside the convention center is where they're rather looking smart, aren't they? So yeah, that's what you can expect to see if you're heading to San Diego. Up on the banners, I do talk about how I'm stunned that these aren't stolen. All it takes is a half decent pair of bolt cutters and a decent ladder, and you can get yourself a very nice souvenir indeed from anywhere around the back end of town where it's a little less obvious. But I'm not endorsing that at all. You are not to go around. You're not to go to the nearest hardware store in town. Get yourself some half decent bolt cutters. A very tall friend to give you a bunk up. That would be irresponsible of me, and I do not endorse the theft of the San Diego Comic-Con banners whatsoever. So there. And I think the other thing that I wanted to talk about on today's show in particular is about the special guests. Special guests are, well, I mean, there's several things that have been covered on the Toucan blog, and we are going to talk about the first of the Toucan tips, which are starting to rock round. Tell me about it, Chuck. Tell me about it. But the thing I want to talk about is the special guests. Now, they have had some more special guests that was announced last week, and I said I wanted to just kind of cover through all of them best I could. But it looks like this is it. It's 8 waves, done and done. That's what they're kind of announcing. Because now, from here on in, for the course of the run up to San Diego Comic-Con for the next 22 days, it is going to be your Toucan tips getting ready from San Diego Comic-Con. So it's the official word from the horse's mouth for CCI. But let's just go through the special guests. These are more that have been announced for 2024. I have mentioned on numerous occasions that it is always a good idea to see your heroes and meet your heroes before, frankly, we lose them. I'm not saying that we are going to be losing Klaus Janson anytime soon, and that's not what I'm wishing at all. But considering that when I last saw or met Klaus Janson, which was at MCM London, and this was about 5-6 years ago, it was when Tim Sale came over, and it was when MCM really piled in a lot of money to really support comic creators at MCM, and they got Frank Miller, they got Tim Sale, Klaus Janson, they got some really huge names to come and go, Chris Claremont, that kind of thing. Shortly after, of course, we lost Tim Sale. He was still a young chap at the end of the day. In other words, don't waste your time. If you get the chance, meet your heroes, speak to them. Klaus Janson is someone who's got an incredibly dry sense of humor. He doesn't suffer fools, but he will talk to you if you are enthusiastic, which I was rather grateful for. So if you get the chance, do speak to Klaus when he comes to San Diego Comic-Con. I can imagine a spotlight panel on that chap. Rick Marshall, a political cartoonist and comic editor at 3 newspaper syndicates, and editor of Marvel Comics, where he founded Epic Magazine, and a writer for Disney Comics. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to you've got your Klaus Jansons and Eric Powells of the world, those that would be invited to spotlight panels and to San Diego Comic-Con pretty much out of the gate. But then you've got those not household names, which are very much niche power blocks when it comes to the industry. We're talking a fine legacy of creative talent from Rick Marshall, but at the end of the day, they're not people that a lot of people know. And the special guests this year seem to have been falling between those two camps. Those that, frankly, have a Comic-Con badge tattooed on their arm and will be there at every show. And then you've got these that perhaps you don't know and could be very interesting on a panel, but very niche interest. So there we go. Eric Powell is celebrating a big birthday with the Goon, 25th anniversary this year. So I can imagine there's going to be a bit of a spotlight panel on him, or indeed the Goon in general. So yeah, well worth having him being invited. William Stout, again, a regular mainstay of San Diego Comic-Con. So yeah, we're talking the co-founder of the Comic Art Professional Society. He was the 10th president, and the man has been around. He really has just. The man's got enough legacy to justify his invite, absolutely. And then you've got Kirsten White, New York Times bestselling, Bram Stoker award-winning, critically acclaimed author of many books of all ages. Again, not exactly a household name, but somebody who has a lot of ink under her nails. Yeah, very much somebody who really bolsters a special guest list for this year. So there we go. That is our last and final bunch of special guests. I suspect that we won't be getting any more. If we do, there'll be kind of like special announcements down the line. But for now, it is all about the getting ready for Comic-Con and the Toucan tips. We're going to be running these, or they're going to be running these every day, pretty much between now and the con. So you've got all your plans, and let's have a look at what it says here. It's key priorities. Badge and barcode confirmation, yes. Photo ID, yeah, okay. Checklist, autograph materials, backpack or tote bag, batteries. Yeah, that makes sense. Business cards, resumes, folios, samples, yeah. Cash and card, camera, yeah. Comfortable shoes, absolutely. Portable phone chargers, hotel info, maps. Yeah, nothing here that's really kind of jumping out, but very handy to have to hand. Yeah, it's a nice little checklist, is this, and it's something that I kind of introduced in my kind of test run of a San Diego Comic-Con app. Most of these are on there. I think the only one that I wouldn't have put on there, translation app. That's very much a new addition to what you want to take with you. But no, there you go. It's a good little collection. And there you go. You can just head to comic-con.org/toucan for all the latest updates. I'll also keep a close eye on that page as well for any more special guests that are coming down the pipe. But yeah, there you go. It is the Toucan blog, and San Diego Comic-Con is getting themselves all ready for the big show. Right, that's me. It's over 10 minutes, so I'm going to wrap up. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Just a quick confirmation that we have got a date and we've got a time as well for speaking to the co-publisher, Chip Mosier of Distillery Media. This is a guy who, over the last 12 months, Distillery have not only hit the ground running, but have just absolutely kicked open the door of the industry and whatever they've got planned. So no, very big, probably the biggest interview I'll have this year, talking to Chip, and that is going to be next Thursday, not this Thursday, next Thursday. So we're going to be speaking to him on the 11th, and it's going to be 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, I believe, unless it's a little bit later. I'll let you know. I'll keep an eye on the times. I've got an email somewhere, but definitely the day is confirmed. Speaking to Chip Mosier in a week's time. So this Sunday is going to be London Film and Comic-Con. We've got these daily shows that are going throughout the course of every day. Once I've finished pootling around on my computer and just seeing what updates I've spotted online. As always, if there's anything that you spot and you want me to talk about on these catching up episodes, do go ahead to my social media down there. Yeah, London Sultana at Englishman SDCC. Threads is probably the best way to find me, but just put a comment either on that, on my Facebook page, wherever. Just reach out, let me know, and we'll make sure that we get it covered on the show. Like I say, back again around this time tomorrow for another catching up. So I'll keep my eyes open on any updates as we get closer, of which I can guarantee now we're in July, and with 22 days out, it's going to get more and more and more hectic, and the updates are going to keep going. I'm going to try and keep these under 10 minutes, but as we get closer, I get the sneaking suspicion that is going to be pretty difficult to maintain. I am looking forward to, however, if I bring my calendar again, once we've got the distillery out of the way, we are going to be talking panels. So that weekend of the 11th to the 14th, we're going to be talking about panels and what we can expect to see on the various stages of San Diego Comic-Con. Right, take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow for another one of these, whatever these are. Okay, I'll catch you on the other side. Take care.